Hey guys, my name is Mysca and welcome to Overwatch Central. So as many of you may have noticed or seen on the @PlayOverwatch Twitter, there was a new sort of teaser announcement type of thing that then also linked to a very long blog post on the standard Overwatch blog. Now there's a lot of speculation around this and the blog post itself is actually quite informative. There's quite a lot of stuff in there. And the blog post reads, "New details emerge about possible fate of Horizon Lunar Colony." Now this is supposed to be a direct and breaking news piece from Atlas News, the standard Overwatch universe news agency. They announced that Lucheng Interstellar, the space-related company that is present at Lijiang Tower, has found that the Horizon Lunar Colony still has their communication systems and other facilities up and running to this day. So they've successfully retrieved some interpersonnel logs, and I quote, "sent days and moments before the base lost contact with Earth," and they also include a bunch of screenshots of transmissions that Lucheng has shared. Now I'm not gonna go through all of these screenshots, you can read them if you want to, I'll leave the link in the description, but I want to go through a working theory that this has nothing to do with a new hero, even though the name Hammond is listed next to Winston on the specimen status list of not found. They also talk about it in this blog post about Hammond being missing and Hammond being smaller than the other test subjects. We also had Jeff Kaplan say that a new hero was on the horizon, just recently actually. Either way, what we're gonna focus on is the theory of this not having anything to do with a new hero, but just being a teaser for a new map. And I have a bunch of stuff that sort of backs this up. Again, it's just a theory, but I have a bunch of stuff that I think you guys will find interesting, so let's get into it. So first off, this tweet really reminds me of the blueprint, the top-down blueprint of Iconwall that we saw at Gamescom. Some of you might not have seen this because I don't think it was ever properly posted actually, but it was on all of the screens at Gamescom around the Overwatch booth. There's quite a heavy resemblance there, but on top of this, we've had a moon map discussion going on for about a year now, and we even had some data mine voice lines that many thought were hinting or suggesting at a new moon map.
To go back to the moon. I don't know. To the moon and back. That's one small step.
So this has definitely been a map idea that has been floating around the community and even Blizzard it seems for quite some time. In addition to all of that, the classic Lunar Space Colony spray in-game looks very similar to some other posters we've seen. In the Nirvana airport we have map location posters for a bunch of maps. They seem to be of fairly old art and the Lunar Space Colony poster spray seems to match this art quite well, which again seems like another link to the Horizon Lunar Space Colony potentially being a map. But the running theory is essentially that this, the tweet and the blog post, is a teaser of a new map due to the heavy connection with voice lines, the location spray link, as well as the map blueprint and other things. And Jeff also recently said that we would get 3 non-standard maps this year. Those were released with the anniversary update, but he also said that we would get 3 standard maps that go in quick play and competitive. That means that we have 3 maps to be released this year and that need to be released over the course of just 7 months. So they would have to start now to keep up the standard pace that we've seen for content releases since the game launch. This is the main thing that really sells it for me. We've heard about how many heroes they want to release, how many maps they want to release. We know what sort of gaps they have to keep the Orisa and hero number 2 and 3 this year far apart enough for all the other content to fit in. And a map would make so much sense right around now. We made a video on this in the past as well, just counting all the days for the different content releases. And the last map that we got was Oasis, and that map was announced in November last year. So getting a standard map makes a lot of sense. It would also make a lot of sense for this teaser for the map to then be further explained in one of those origins/lore animations that we tend to see on the Play Overwatch channel around release of various new content, or maybe even a comic actually. And that would then explain and elaborate on all of these bits of story from the map, and then the map itself is essentially the aftermath. This is a map concept that Blizzard have gone for several times in the past, and it would fit very well into this one as well. Alright, let me know what you guys think about all of that, but I feel fairly confident about this. I feel like there's a lot of stuff pointing towards this being a map, and I hope I presented a way that seems very plausible as to how they would be able to fit it into the content schedule and how the release of it would look. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, like the video if you enjoyed it, but that is all I've got for you right now. Thank you very much for watching. Check out our sponsor HyperX if you want a new gaming mouse. They released one recently, the link is in the description. And yeah, that is all. Subscribe for more Overwatch content, and until next time, take care and we'll see you then.